idea of what it is. Please, can you just explain in some word like what it is?
Yes, the name music technology already explains a lot. So when we think about studying music, a lot of people think, oh, it's just about music theory, about playing the instrument. But when it comes to music technology, it's more about the basically how to make music on the computer using all the tools that you have, and also how to use microphones properly, how to record songs, how to make your own track using like what they call digital audio workstations. So you learn how to be a DJ, a music producer. You can make beats at home. You can mix music for other people, record. So it's basically everything that's music related, but you do in the computer.
And
Yes.
like you said, everything's digital.
Yes.
So,
that's
but
exactly.
like you guys, you don't play any like instrument like a piano.
No, actually, we have to. It's good to know how to play an instrument.
Do you play any instrument?
I play.
Which one?
I play guitar.
Oh, guitar! Oh my gosh!
I play guitar, but since I do music technology, you have to know a little bit of piano too. As a music producer, you have to have contact with every single instrument.
Exactly.
Because the job of the music producer is to basically produce the entire song, to make the entire song. So you can't make a good song without knowing how the drums should sound, how the guitar, the bass, the voice. So you have to know a little bit of everything.
Okay.
You know, so I would say my main instrument is guitar, but I play a little bit of bass. I sing. And,
Okay. If you play guitar, how was that like? Was that like when we were like home, like and not in person? Like when it was in learning, like online learning. How did you cope with that? Like.
So here's the thing. Before studying music production, I was studying guitar. So
Okay.
my main instrument is guitar, and now I changed it to music production. But I learned guitar.
I mean, what I'm saying is like about to practice, like I mean, because you were in person class,
Yes.
and you have to stay home, and
Yes.
how were you able to adapt with like in online learning, like practicing?
Yes. Again, for music technology, a lot of the stuff you do in the computer, so it's not necessary. It's not very how can I say, necessary to be in person, because you can have a Zoom meeting with your teacher and he can explain you everything he's doing in his computer. I would say sometimes might be even easier, because if you're showing the computer screen of your teacher right in your screen, you can understand better what's happening. You know, here we have the classroom and the screen is right there and everything's so tiny. So I would say it was easier for me
Okay.
for music technology related classes. But now if you think about the music, the general music classes, it's much better if you do it here.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a, like oncoming event that students need to know?
Event that we play.
Like okay, like for example, are you preparing like, or do you have a in this department, you student,
Yes.
an event that you are preparing and that you want all the students to know and then to come to see you?
Yes, I have. I just don't remember the dates.
Don't worry, I will come back once we
Yes.
come back like from spring
Yes,
break,
yes.
and I'm pretty sure that we will have a pleasure to share that with other students.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your interview,
sure, of
and that was
course.
great. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you. Can you what's your first name? First name?
My first name is BJ.
How do you spell it?
Well, B to the J, BNJ.
What's your last name?
Fachano,
What? How do you spell it?
FACHANO.
Thank you. What's your major?
My major is music.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, great. Do you play any kind of instrument?
My main instrument is my voice, so I sing.
Oh.
But I can play a little bit of piano, a little bit of guitar.
How does it work? I mean,
Well, I mean, for singing, I try to like sing notes,
Mm-hmm.
practice every day, daily. Oh, and for piano, practice scales as well with the guitar,
okay. How was that like? Because we have been like struggling with COVID,
Right.
and most of I mean everything has been convert to online learning. How did you cope with that?
Oh man, it was difficult because singing in choir with Zoom, the feedback is not so great, and you don't really learn how to like listen to your neighbor and how to harmonize with them for singing. And with piano, it was also a struggle because it's always nice to have an instructor, around you to be like, okay, no, your hand should be like this
Exactly.
and direct you and guide you. So it was a struggle, but we tried our best.
Oh my gosh!
Right.
And are you? I mean, since you're back in person, how do you feel?
It's amazing. I'm glad that we're back. I want the whole school to be open. I want us to have access that we did before, pandemic. Because as musicians, we deal with people every day.
Exactly.
If we're not playing for people, then what are we doing? Basically, who are we telling stories to?
Exactly.
So yeah, it would be nice to have everything open and so we can function.
So for how long have you been playing that? Like, with your piano or your instrument?
Instrument. Well, that's a great question. It's been on for a while. Like I started like 16, which is kind of late, but at then I was like, okay, I want to sing, I want to write songs, and then from there I just like practiced on my own YouTube, videos, and then I went to some schools for some music before I came to LACC because this is a passion I'm trying to make it, professional and a career.
So is there any upcoming like event that you guys preparing and that other student have to know?
Well, I would just say look out for the choir. We have something plans, a few, music pieces we're going to perform. So look out for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much for your interview, and that was great.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thanks for
welcome.
having me.
You too. Hi, what's your name?
Alan and Jared.
Can you spell it, please?
Allan.
Okay, what's your major?
Music.
Okay.
Both music applied.
Okay. What instrument do you play?
Both guitar.
Both guitar? Oh, how does it work? Like, is that how do you practice? I mean, like I'm saying that because we had been online, and it was so difficult for some students. It's like a photography, music, for people who use instruments. So how did you cope with that?
There's a lot of switching to learning how to like record at home. Because it's kind of a whole different skill set of. It's a lot of it's a big different skill set of playing in person and playing, recording. So that was kind of something that we had to kind of learn over.
And another
over
thing
Zoom.
too is like we had to know how to deal with via Zoom because we had our private lessons through online, like a streaming server, like Zoom. Yeah, so that was what we had to kind of do that transition because it was difficult because we had face-to-face instruction and they could show us. It was more tangible, and now because we don't have the person right in front of us. It was
Exactly.
but it was also a good thing because our lessons were recorded, so we can always go back and.
That wasn't so hard. I mean, to do that online and.
It was a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was
It was different.
But so, and since you have been since you came back on campus, how does it feel?
I like it better.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we see how your instrument look like, please?
My instrument.
Yes.
Bring
Oh my gosh, it looks like it's very huge.
Not really. It's my guitar.
Oh wow. Can you do something like?
I have to take one.
No. Can you do something that we can see, please?
I don't know.
Let's play in a sentimental mood, bro.
Wow. Here we go. No, you don't have to do too much. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Okay, can you do that thing? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Angelica Rose. That's ANJEL.
Your first name first.
Oh, Angelica.
Uh-huh.
So ANJELICA.
What's your last name?
Rose. ROSE.
How do you spell it?
ROSE.
Okay. What's your major?
I'm a music major. I study jazz performance here.
Oh wow. I mean, do you use any kind of instrument?
Yes, I play upright bass.
What is that?
That's a good question.
I mean, I have never heard of
An upright bass is kind of like a violin,
Oh,
except
okay.
that it's I want to say it's up like 4 octaves.
Uh-huh.
So it's about the size of my body, and you commonly see it played in jazz. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, so that's what I play.
Okay, how was that like the practice? Like, because I know we have to convert to
Yeah.
in person to online.
Yeah.
How was that? How was you
Honestly,
able to practice?
It was really hard, and I wanted to give up most of the time.
Mhm.
But now I'm on my last semester.
Oh,
and
congratulations!
Thank you so much. And it feels. How did I get through it? I had to every day. I had to reconnect with my instrument every day. Every day I had to remind myself, why am I playing this? What does this do for me? What is my message? Why am I playing this again? And to get through the pandemic with music, it was difficult, but at the same time, I feel very blessed to have had an outlet to be able to express how I was feeling. So if it was one of those days where I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to do my homework, I know I could pick up my bass, and she's always ready to be played. And I know that when I play my instrument, I remind myself that not only am I loved, but I'm cared for, and there's always a solution to however you're feeling. There's always something you can do to make yourself feel better.
Oh wow, that's cool. And since you've been like you've been
Back on campus?
on campus, so how does it feel?
I'm not into it personally. I'm not into it. It's so great because you're a musician, so you got to play with other people. But it's like then it comes with like other people. Like I truly and honestly forgot how to deal with others, how to play with others, how to understand everyone's different style and different ways of communication. So it hasn't been the easiest for me. It honestly stresses me out having to be here, but it's also really great because I get experience that I wouldn't have been able to get online.
Okay.
Because in real time, if someone asks you to play music in real time, you have to be able to play it. If it's
Exactly.
online, you can send them a video, you can take mini recordings, you could take 20, I would take about 20 recordings and send my 20th. But when you're about to perform, I have a performance today, and it's like, no, it's just one, you get one chance.
Oh my
So-
gosh, I would have wished you to have your instrument in front of you or like with you so we can see it and how you
I was
perform
actually
that.
about to grab it because I have to go rehearse right now. You can come with me if you like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
See you guys. Okay, let me use it. See you guys. Oh wow. And when is this one comes out?
Oh. It's like, this might slip out of my hand.
Okay.